joining me now is Mr. Mahesh Jethmalani, Senior Advocate of the Supreme Court and also a former MP. Mr. Jethmalani, pleasure speaking to you, sir. You have put out a tweet which raises several questions on what has been an ongoing controversy of what the BJP says that there is an alleged link between George Soros Foundation and Sonia Gandhi run Forum of Democratic Leaders Asia Pacific. The question is that this organization was formed in 1994. Your government, the first came to power in 2014. So it's been 11 years. What has the government of the day done to ensure that all those organizations which have anti-India agenda do not succeed or do not continue to function here in India?
Well, I don't know if this particular organization, I'll call it Forum for short because it'll take too much time. The Forum, I don't know whether that had any activities in India, right? But it's come to notice now, and as soon as it's come to notice, it's been taken up in Parliament by the party in power, and I'm sure it'll be followed up. I hope they read my tweet and take the necessary action because it's the most serious issue. I don't know whether the government was aware of this particular organization and Sonia Gandhi before, or I'm sure it would have come out a long time back in the public domain at the instance of the government or the party.
So in your tweet, you say that the promotion of secessionism is a grave offense under the UAPA and the NIA must swing into action and lodge an FIR. Again, that's a huge point that is being made by you. Do you think all this cannot remain in the realm of insinuation without any evidence, and that all that is being spoken now, it is on the floor of the House? You had the Parliamentary Affairs Minister speaking about it on the floor of the House. You had Leader of the House, Mr. JP Nadda, speaking about it on the floor of the House. Do you think now the time has come for a proper investigation into these alleged links?
Yes, of course, because this is not just speculation. If you go on the website, you will find that there's a whole chapter on Kashmir, and one of the leading things is the way to solve the problem in South Asia is to secure independence for Jammu and Kashmir. That's the agenda. That's what they're promoting. And Sonia Gandhi is the co-founder of this. It's happening under her very nose. I mean, at least she should come out and say that, I didn't actually read this objectives and platforms and aims and objectives of this organization. But no, we are getting a very conspicuous silence.
Okay, so your question...
And she's been co-president of this for quite some time.
Yes. So you're questioning the silence of the Congress party? Do you think they should make their stand clear? They are saying that this is some kind of fake narrative
why the
being run
silence?
by the BJP.
Why just the Congress party? Why just the Congress party? Why not Madam Sonia Gandhi herself? She should make it clear. Her association is established. She's not denying it. I mean, Priyanka Gandhi speaks on her part and dismisses it and saying it's ridiculous. But her name is on the website. The website, these are all undeniable facts. Sonia Gandhi's name is there as co-president. George Soros Foundation has heavily funded this foundation. In fact, it's probably the major patron, right? And thirdly, they have a independent Kashmir agenda. These are all there. Which aspect of them which aspect requires investigation? An FIR should be lodged immediately.
Okay, so you are saying that an FIR must be lodged against Mrs. Gandhi?
And there's no denial. Yes, of course. What do you mean? I mean, nobody's above the law. It's an offense. It's an offense to be look. Let me read it out for you so that your viewers have some idea. If I can get to the TV lights which are blinding over here. 1 minute. Let me quickly do this, Maria, please. Okay, this is what it says: an unlawful activity. Right? An unlawful activity in relation to an individual or association means any action taken by such individual or association, whether by committing an act or by words either spoken or written, or by signs or by visible representation or otherwise, which is intended or supports any claim to bring about on any ground whatsoever the cession of a part of the territory of India or the secession of a part of the territory of India from the Union, or which incites any individual or group of individuals to bring about such cession or secession. Now, what can be clearer than that?
Okay, since...
Unless Sonia Gandhi believes that Kashmir is not a part of India.
Yes, since you're talking about these web, almost linkages becoming very, very clear, the BJP on X has put out, multiple organizations which are being allegedly funded by George Soros Foundation. This is about some kind of grave criminal conspiracy against India. If it is happening, as is being alleged, it's a subject of investigation. And that's why I come to this point again, Mr. Mahesh Jethmalani. As a senior counsel, do you think there is enough evidence to initiate an investigation? And what will be the right agency for an investigation of this nature?
Well, this is an offense under the UAPA. What I read out now was a definition of an unlawful activity. It is punishable. The definition is prescribed by the UAPA, the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, and the punishment is also prescribed under it. So, and it's quite clear that prima facie, this website, right, discloses the offense. Soros is mentioned, Sonia is mentioned, and funding of Soros is mentioned, funding of Soros of the forum, and the secessionist activity which they are promoting, the secession of Kashmir. What does independence of Kashmir mean? Secede from the Union of India. So why is that not enough? That itself is enough evidence. Why do you think they're rubbishing it? They're rubbishing it because they have no answer.
But would you not say that, all these activities are irrelevant after the abrogation of Article 370? Kashmir is part of India.
Why? But the Article 370, on the contrary, it makes it worse. Article 370, look, even pre-Article 370, India, by our constitution and our constituent assembly framers and every nationalist in this country knows that J&K was an integral part of India. Article 370 only gave a special status to Jammu and Kashmir. So whether it was before the Supreme Court judgment on 370 or after, either way it's now secessionism. After the Supreme Court has actually said Article 370 was only a temporary provision, to be associated with this forum and its activities on Kashmir is even worse.
Okay, my last question to you. My last question to you is, sir, that the Congress party says that this is a kind of a narrative which is being built against the top leadership of the Congress party, because the government of the day, particularly the BJP, is feeling cornered over another issue.
Listen, I mean, they can promote this narrative. In my respectful view, it is as pathetic a defense as you can get from the Congress. But I don't expect any better because they have nothing else to say. It's a pure diversion. If you can't answer the specific charge against you, right, you divert. So that's to be expected. It further enhances the guilt.
Mahesh Jethmalani, pleasure speaking to you, sir. Thank you so much for your time here on NDTV.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you so much. Bye.